Welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow Weekend Edition, your one-stop platform for anything to do with your entrepreneurial life. I'm Sananda Jayasilan. On the show tonight, we bring you a special series that we are calling Dubai Eye, focusing on innovation coming out of the Dubai UAE market. Also, on the show today is a very special interview with Darwin Platform Group. Our first interview today is part of a special series that we call Dubai Eye, that focuses on the most innovative entrepreneurs out of the Dubai UAE market. And in fact, we have someone joining us live and exclusive with this interview, Karen. We have Alleanza. You're in conversation with them. Just set the context for our viewers in terms of the innovation that we are seeing, and also take it away and bring us the interview.
Hi Sananda. The United Arab Emirates is a leading example of a country that has swiftly and effectively responded to COVID-19. Global medical services provider Alleanza has played a critical role, recruiting medical professionals from India and other markets into the UAE. Earlier, I spoke to the company's general manager for the MENA region, Nadine Hneineh, about the transformative impact of COVID-19 on the healthcare industry. Alleanza respond to the surge in demand for healthcare services during the pandemic?
Alleanza has formed a team of highly skilled clinicians to take care of patients within different emirates at UAE, and eventually we have collaborated a lot with the healthcare facilities to build a COVID workforce, COVID response team, if we can say, that can be ready 24/7 operations to cover different areas based on the instructions that we get from government of UAE. So it was kind of a time where all healthcare facilities had to work together, even if we are competitors in the market. So we had to work together, and here we have to shout out to government of UAE, where they indirectly had everyone collaborate and have a proper setup so that we can go and do PCR testing, educate people, have our general practitioners and nurses and paramedics, advanced paramedics, emergency medical technicians, all those guys consulting our clients and the patients, the entire population. Actually, it's not only clients, to how to deal with this pandemic and how to get out of it. So we were like one team all over UAE to fight this COVID-19 and to get over it the soonest possible, and with the minimum disruption, because taking care of the patients post-COVID, it's a lot more critical than having the patient having COVID itself. And we have seen that by treating. Also, we have our home care nursing services at Alleanza, where all government hospitals in UAE, they have been discharging their patients back to their home to have beds for COVID patients, right? And we've been part also of the vaccination program, where we had to have a different team from the team that will do the PCR testing, and we had to vaccinate people at their places. So we've built an entire operations team for vaccines, where we assign each team to a venue, and Also, we coordinated that with the government because they provided the vaccines. So we go and just vaccine everyone and report that in the system to show in the health authority systems that we have vaccinated those numbers within that period of time.
How important is the Indian market in terms of recruiting and talent of medical professional services into the UAE?
In general, we actually count a lot on the Indian community for our clinicians. We hire a lot of doctors, general practitioners. We hire registered nurses, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, and advanced paramedics specifically, and some physiotherapists as well for home care nursing. They are, I think they're highly educated. They train a lot. They get a lot of chances to work in different divisions at hospitals. So we bring them from there with different type of experience, whether it's in ICU or post operations. So we have this diversity where you get different type of experience. They study a lot as well, and when they get here, we deal with different agencies, recruitment agencies in the Philippines, in India, I mean, and we bring the guys here and we do all the trainings that we need to do, and they pass their exams. So all our clinicians, they have to be licensed at the Health Authority of Abu Dhabi or Ministry of Health or Dubai Health Authority as well.
What's the biggest challenge you're facing right now, and how are you addressing it?
I think the biggest challenge was our manpower. Actually, all healthcare facilities struggled to have enough manpower, enough licensed medics to take care of the requirements, to take care of patients, as well as the PCR testing and the vaccines later. But the struggle mainly was one manpower, because the demand was very high for patients, whether it's site projects or whether at home. So we got a lot of requests, even sites that have not been covered by ambulances and medical staff, that we've been requested to provide them with very short notice with ambulances and medical staff on board to take care of all emergency cases. No flights from India or Philippines or the countries that we would hire from, because each country would keep their medical staff to take care of their population. So at that time we had to collaborate with other facilities, healthcare facilities here, so that we can have enough team to be on board and work all together. Even there has been sites that we've worked with our competitors on sorting out all issues, checking all the policies of individual businesses here, so that they can be fully operational after a few months.
How important is EXPO 2020 to showcase the innovation and creative solutions for the healthcare industry?
In fact, we are very lucky to be in UAE and just be part of EXPO 2020 happening here. And I think it will open up a lot of opportunities for growth of business. And since it's gonna have millions of visitors from all over the world, I think it's gonna be a great potential to the economy, to connecting us with everyone else internationally, and building a great network. And I think a big part of that would be an added value to healthcare, whether more technology, artificial intelligence, and whatever is related to medical education, stuff like that.
How has Alleanza expanded in the UAE and beyond?
From COVID services, we started home care services as well, where we can take care of the patient at home, provide them with care, nursing care, physiotherapy, speech therapy as well if required, respiratory therapy. And in addition to that, we started covering occupational health by managing clinics on projects, site projects, construction sites, power plants, factories. We cover events as well. We prepare the first aid posts and assign our medical staff there. And also we manage clinics in schools, universities, and nurseries all over UAE. The growth of Alleanza would be in the GCC. The first step in MENA region was UAE, and then we're going to be moving to other countries in the GCC. The impact will be significant because of the entire medical education and its translation into clinical practices will be influenced with the advancement and integration of AI into the entire process.
As you just heard, demand for healthcare services continues to grow in the UAE and other countries around the world in the fight against COVID. This can only mean a promising outlook for the healthcare industry.
All right, Karen, thank you so much for that. We're going to continue bringing you a series of these high-level conversations out of the Dubai UAE market, focusing on their most highly innovative entrepreneurs. For now, though, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're being joined live by a global business conglomerate, Darwin Platform Group of Companies. Welcome back with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow Weekend Edition. Our second conversation tonight is with Darwin Platform Group of Companies. All right, let's then quickly dive in and welcome our guests who are joining us on this interview. This is a company and a conglomerate that needs not much introduction. They have a presence when it comes to many fields, whether it is finance, banking, real estate, healthcare. Let's then listen in to our experts and welcome them in. First up, we have Dr. Gaurav Narayan Singh, Vice Chairman, Darwin Platform Group of Companies. Also, Dr. Raja Roy Chaudhary, Group CEO, Darwin Platform Group of Companies. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time here on the show, on the Leaders of Tomorrow, talking directly with our entrepreneurs and really detailing for us what this entrepreneurial journey has been like. It's been a very impressive journey for you at the Darwin Platform Group of Companies. Over a period of 25 years, you've managed to build this into the global conglomerate that you are, with exposure to many industries that are very critical and crucial. So maybe we'll start there, and you can give our viewers a sense about what it is you do, who you are, what the journey has been like.
Basically, Darwin Platform Group of Companies was established in 1996 by our leader and young entrepreneur Shri Ajay Singh ji. We are a fastest growing company, and we are into 27 verticals, 27 different sectors, whether it is retail, infrastructure, refinery, IT, mass media. We recently entered into retail and defense electronics. We are a debt-free company, and as a whole group, our net worth is about $6.4 billion US.
Gaurav, the pandemic, of course, has impacted every sector. What's that impact been like for you? What do you want to tell our viewers?
Basically, during the pandemic, we faced three issues as a nation, that is unemployment, migration. So our CMD, sir, focused and instructed us that the maximum employment opportunities should be created, so that funds should be infused in many sectors like retail, infrastructure, and pharmaceutical. No jobs were taken, or the maximum employment opportunities were induced.
In terms of a business impact pre-pandemic and the pandemic period, of course, can you compare it and give our viewers a sense of what the impact has been like?
This is a very interesting phenomenon which we witnessed when worldwide organizations were on a downslide. A lot of well-known brands were shutting shop. They had no clue how to continue or pursue business. We could start with new business opportunities. I will mention two of them. One was pharmaceuticals and the other one had been food and grocery. These two businesses were of immense significance to the top line and bottom line of the Darwin Platform Group in the last 1.5 years. It made us feel so bullish that we got into the first retail store being launched for food and grocery. We are contemplating to get big time into FMCG retail with our own in-house, the private label. And when it comes to pharmaceuticals, be it the simple mask to wear or sanitizers or hand washing gels or maybe the PPE kit or even an oxygen concentrator, we did sell it all. So these are circumstances where we could reinvent the wheel, we can take the plunge, we could move ahead, and that created the right platform to get into these business verticals big time.
Specifically of the pandemic, you have a business which is in the healthcare space, DP Pharma. What has been the contribution and role of this, particularly because of the pandemic?
DP Pharma was established in 2012 and it's about 9-10-year-old company. We are working and we are flourishing in about 40 cities of the country. Basically, we are now working in manufacturing of sanitizers, masks, like mask and PP kits, all the nutraceuticals products and sanitizers, concentrators. DP Pharma has also provided as a help to the policemen of the Rajasthan, Maharashtra and different states of the country, PP kits, sanitizers, masks. We are also in the process of taking over and acquiring some manufacturing units to raise our production so that we can be more efficient and we can enhance our reach to the other parts of the nation.
One more business that I want to discuss is your foray into defense production. What could you tell us on that?
So the area of defense comes with a little bit of history. Our chairman, Shri Ajay Singh ji, is fascinated by aviation, avionics and defense per se. And he was interested in getting into defense big time. We did a lot of pioneering research, and on the drawing board, what evolved was the concept of molecular nanotechnology, or what we call MNT. In a layman's terminology, MNT means anything which you make is much smaller in size, lighter in size, more versatile, and also benefits the economies of scale. I'll give you an example. We have identified armored jackets for the Indian Defence Forces as one area where we can make a lot of impact by developing products indigenously under the Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme. Currently, we import from the Western world and the cost is humongous. You understand? The idea is to ensure that every Indian who is manning our borders, be it internal or external, can avoid casualties. I think that's something which is very important for us as an organization. So by adopting to MNT technology, we can ensure that the armored jackets would be much lighter in weight. Sure. We have employed very well-known defense analysts as well as data scientists to come together and work on the laser guided mission system. We have partnered with a leading university in India whose robotics lab is also being put to use, and we have been recruiting fresh engineering graduates to work with us in this particular space.
Okay, then we're running out of time on the show, gentlemen. But before we end, maybe we could do a bit of forward gazing. What perhaps are the next 5 years looking like for you? What could you tell us?
As aspiring to be at $5 trillion economy as a nation, we would like to contribute maximum as our organization. We are working in 27 different sectors, and we will be focusing in retail and in future pharmaceuticals. And in future, we will be trying to enter into the aviation, renewable energy, and we will try to gain the maximum growth we can gain in these sectors. We will be acquiring about 5 lakh square feet of area for our retail in future for 4-5 years. We will try to create a 4 million employment in next upcoming 5 years.
All right. Thank you so much for your time here on the Leaders of Tomorrow Weekend Edition. Completely out of time. If you have any feedback for us, do let us know. Our contact details on your screen. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.